Reddy Garu, DS Raju Garu, and all my friends and colleagues here in Thakur. When KVL and Raju rang me up about a month back, he said, I am KVL and Raju, do you remember me? I said, you don't need to tell me, do you remember me? After that, I had interaction with K.S. Murthy, K.S. Rao, D.S. Raju and many others. I was thrilled the moment they said that we are organizing a meet at Garibidi for ex-officers of Thakur. And it didn't take me even a second to decide. I said, we are attending. But only one thing I requested him, I said on 9th and 10th for Shivratri, which is our biggest festival for Kashmiris. I am from Kashmir, most of you know that. Can you postpone it by 1 week or so? He said, no, Sri R.K. Saraf ji has given these dates, we can't change. I said, okay, no problem, we'll come and celebrate Shivratri here. I would like to convey my greetings to all of you on this Mahashivratri and wish you all the best, invoke blessings from Lord Shiva for every one of you, every one of us. I was told today morning to speak for 10 minutes. Of course, here one can speak for as Narasimham Aladgaru. I remember him as Aladgaru, you know. He said he can speak for hours together. That is what one can do, but then I will restrict my speech to, not speech, rather interaction for a few minutes. And I don't know where from to start and where from to begin. First of all, I owe my gratitude and respects to very revered and very respected late Sri Umashankar Ji Agarwal, who provided me the opportunity to be here and start my career in this organization. May his soul rest in peace in heaven's choicest gardens. And then Sri R.K. Saraf, he gave unbound encouragement to do whatever best we could do for positivity, for development of this company and whatever development of the social arena within this Sri Ramnagar and within the Thakur family. I bow to you, sir. And then we had very good bosses like Mr. Y.P. Koshal, Mr. Herman, whose guidance was always there. And when there were certain points, we used to always argue. But then argument was healthy argument for, we used to express our points of view and respect each other's points of view. Ultimately, boss is to decide and the boss was deciding. We are talking of corporate social responsibility. The CSR has become a buzzword and it has become a, style statement for many companies. They spend crores of rupees on advertising CSR, but without doing much on the groundwork. Let me tell you, when CSR word was not invented or discovered in the corporate world, we at Thakur were doing so much which comes under CSR today. I remember we adopted Gujingivalsa village, Thatiguda village for overall development, education, healthcare, sanitation, and all that. And credit again goes to the sagacity and the will of Mr. R.K. Saraf. Whenever we would go to him for a proposal, he would say, okay, go ahead with that. And respected Pramila Babiji, the Women Welfare Center, it has a name not only in Andhra Pradesh, but maybe all over India and in certain international arena also. Several things she did for upliftment of women. Today, again, all over India, we are talking of women upliftment, and she did it more than 30-40 years back. Please give a big hand for her, and I wish her Godspeed to, she can do more for the society in time to come. Reddy Garu was talking of, quality stamp on people who leave Thakur and they get fixed up anywhere without any hesitation. It's not only quality stamp, Thakur also gives the dowry stamp. When I was here, many people used to come, sir, provide a job to my son or son-in-law, my would-be son-in-law or daughter. when we get better dowry in this area, when somebody was working in Packer, even as a C-grade clerk, the dowry level would go high. So it is a stamp of dowry also for when you work in Packer. There are so many things one could tell, you know. I remember the Lions Club we started here, that was another part of CSR story in today's parlance. Mr. Saraf said, you go ahead and start the club. Then late Padmanabh Rao and myself, we could manage to get, you know, aid for eye hospital from Operation Eyesight Universal, Canada. Then the question was where to start, where to get land. Again, we went to Mr. R.K. Saraf. He said, you go ahead, I'll give you land. And today that's a monument, living monument for people. I don't know how many blind people got sight restored in this eye hospital. I would wish to visit eye hospital tomorrow or today afternoon. I feel very happy that it's running very, very well. And then there are a number of anecdotes. We used to conduct eye camps here in this school, high school. And in one of the eye camps, during my stay here, we conducted about 3,000 operations. And in one of the camps, in summer which we conducted, 5 patients, old patients, lost their lives due to dehydration, not due to any operation failure. And the best part was that most of the line members ran away. They said, we are scared. And late Ryan, Padmanabh Rao and myself, we managed the whole thing and those legal aspects and everything. Later on, we decided to conduct camps only in the winter time. That was the negative aspect of the anecdote, and the positive aspect of the eye camps. In one of the camps, it's a very interesting story. I will cut it short. We got a patient, 12-year-old patient, who had juvenile cataract. A small girl, not 12-year-old, 8-year-old girl. She had come from village. Then after the camp was over, that her mother said that I have another son he is 12 years old and he has juvenile cataract. So we said, you get that boy in the next camp. That was after 6 months. She brought the boy there, and then the cataract, the boy also got sight in the eyes. And on that day when the two children got sight, she says, I have an 18-year-old son who is also blind for last 18 years. We scolded her like anything, said you should have brought that guy here. Then next camp she didn't come, we had noted her address and all that. We sent a jeep to her village, brought that son here, got the eyesight restored to that boy, 18 years old boy, and then got him a job at the railway station as a coolie, and the family started getting sustenance earning. This is what Packer has done for people here in this. And credit again I give to Mr. R.K. Saraf, who used to give us free hand for all these things. There are many stories to tell, It's a nostalgia, and I feel that although after 32 years I have come here, but I feel it is my second home, and it comes from heart. It's not that I am trying to exaggerate. It comes straight from heart. And my youth was spent here. I spent exactly, I remember, 14 years, 3 months and 15 days I spent in this company. Even after leaving 32 years gap, I don't feel that I am not a part of this. Maybe I went out to learn more and be part of this total family, and till I live on this earth, I continue to be part of this Packer family. My children are born here. Elder son is born in Vizag, and younger son Anuj, he is here. He is just taking the pictures. He is born in Garibidi, in the house itself. When I told him we are going to Garibidi, he said we are also coming to Garibidi. He is based in Bangalore. He is a senior software professional. His wife is an engineer. They said they will come immediately and they will be part of this. This is the attraction of the Packer family, Elder son couldn't come. He is in Australia. He couldn't come at a short notice. And once again, I would like to express that we are grateful to everybody. We remember everybody. I was overwhelmed yesterday and today also when people came. Some people hugged, some people shook hands, some people introduced Most of the faces and names I remembered, but some of the names I could not remember very well, but then still the kind of love and affection we got here, it is tremendous and unbound. And I would request the organizers, J.S. Raju, KVL and KS, whosoever has done it, to organize such meets at least every alternate year. May not be every year, it is possible. Every alternate year it will be quite good. Thank you so much and namaskaram. Wish you all the best. Wish you all the best.
Message by Mr. B.V. Allen Raju.